Hello, good morning. You're watching Market Cafe on ET Now with me, Vinny Motiwala, along with me, Shreyansi Singh as well. Shreyansi, very good morning to you as well. Let's look at what happened, in the couple of days that we have seen. Friday was a holiday for the Indian markets as well. So what is the handover overall that we've gotten from the US markets, the global markets? What are they looking like?
Absolutely. So it's very interesting what is happening, right? Because Wall Street is coming off a long sort of losing week for the major averages. And the 30 stock Dow, when you look at it, was down 0.9% thereabout, or just like about 1%. Last week, marking its worst performance since October. When you look at the S&P 500 as well, that saw a downtick of about 0.3% coming in. Nasdaq as well dropped over 1%. Investors took some profit in some market leaders as exceedingly high valuations have many concerns stocks could be due for a pullback after this year's rally. Now, 5 of the magnificent 7 companies declined last week when you look at them, with NVIDIA and Meta platforms alone pulling away from the pack. So the February jobs data on Friday as well also gave investors mixed signals as to when the Federal Reserve could be expected to cut interest rates. More on that later, but investors will be seeking more signs of progress on inflation this week. So February's consumer and producer price indexes that are set to release Tuesday and Thursday respectively come after January's surprisingly hot report that dashed hopes of the path towards the Fed's 2% target will be easy. Now, traders will get their last major economic reports before Fed leaders convene for their March policy meeting. So this is particularly an important data set coming in. On the earnings front, of course, you've got the software platform Oracle that is set to report numbers after the bell. So those are some of the cues that we're looking at. When you look at European markets as well, the stock 600 index provisionally closed just a little bit higher, with sectors and major bourses trading in mixed territory. So when you look at financial services, they were up 1%, technology as well dropped 1.5%. When I'm looking at DAX as well, that saw a downtick of about 0.2% coming in, and CAC as well saw a downtick, similar downtick coming in, Vinny.
Absolutely, that's how we're seeing the global markets. But let's look at what the Brent crude oil, WTI crude oil, that's been doing this morning as well. As of now, in terms of opening, a bit of a subduedness that we've seen for the Brent crude oil as well as the WTI crude oil prices. Brent crude oil has seen a downtick of almost 0.6% in trade. WTI crude oil 0.7% trade lower in trade today as well. Oil prices last week also posted a weekly loss that we saw, and a decline that came in as China's demand is something that started weighing on the oil prices as well. So in terms of that, we are seeing Brent crude oil prices today trading below the $82 per barrel mark. WTI crude oil is just below the $78 per barrel mark as well. So yes, keeping an eye out on that. But let's look at what gold is doing as well. That seems to be marching a bit higher in trade, and gold prices $2,188 per ounce is what gold is trading at as of now. Slight bit of an uptick that we're seeing in the gold prices this morning as well, up 0.1%. Meaning US jobs data, something that is keeping the gold on the higher end as well. Early rate cuts, all those things that are keeping gold prices a bit higher today in this morning's trade as well.